Hello, and welcome to something I bet you totally wanted. Welcome back to Champion of the Gods, the series that you didn't know that you wanted to see more of. If you missed the last episode, check it out now. It's in the description. Pew, 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 pew. And I'm just going to do some more of this because it's a backlog of content. Yay, backlogging! Quality backlog, though. It's a quality backlog. I don't backlog, I do quality content all the time. I got this pocket. I got a pocket. I put a pencil in the pocket. Put and pop it. Okay, there we go. Put and pop. Got it in my pocket. Okay, got my pencil in my pocket. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play this game. I'm ready to play this game for y'all. I don't remember where I was at, really, because this has been like weeks since I last did this. But that's not what matters. What matters is that I'm playing some Champion of the Gods for y'all. And Pancakeeas has returned. Hooray! Okay, the pencil is like... There we go. Okay, on to the game and not be me being nonsense, man. So you're impatient with Athinkos nonsense, and you are not the only one. So if you remember, Athinkos is your it's like they're in a similar position to you, like they're like a scout, or like they have like a horn. I don't remember. It's something like that. And he made a joke, and I was like, oh, no, it's stupid. You're stupid. But you're impatient with his nonsense, and you are not the only one. A gruff voice booms above you. Stop wasting time, Thikos. It is your father, calling from the guard's platform. Show the apprentice to his charge. You look up at him. You can only see the pride in his eyes behind his demeanor. He would never reveal it in front of your peers, but you know that you remain your father's favorite apprentice. You step forward to greet the wiry, gray-bearded traveler you will be escorting. He wears a threadbare cloak, and a wide-brimmed hat hangs low on his back. His brow furrows as you approach. What is this? The stranger huffs. I need no boy to protect me. He's just like, everything he does is very like... He notices to think of leading his horse to a stable. And what do you need for my horse? How can I know you will? Sure, you will not steal it while I am at the temple. Athikos looks dumbstruck. Surprised that any traveler would reject your village's hospitality. I don't like this man. He's got a very creepy voice. I have come this far myself. I need no escort to pay honor to the gods. I'm so tired. I'm huffing. This is the weirdest episode I've ever done, everybody. Wow. You can feel your father's expectant gaze on you from the watchtower. What will you do? Set our visitor at ease by showing difference to him. Silence the old man grumbling by asserting my authority over him. Set the old man at ease with a joke. Pancakeeas, he's very serious, but, he likes a little joke every once in a while. I like a little joke. It appears we are stuck with each other, old man. I do not like it any more than you, so there's little reason for anger. That's my Pancakeeas voice, by the way. That's the way he sounds. Hello, I'm Pancakeeas. How are you today? I'm pretty good, Pancakeeas. What's up? I'm pretty good, too. I'm turning into Sam. Here. Oh my goodness. Please watch this series, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. It's me being a nonsense man. From the way his face sours, you can see that the words have been taken as an insult, but decorum has never been your strong point. The old man's eyes narrow at you. If that is how it must be, he says, then lead the way. He follows you into the village. High above the watch platform, the arch the arch on. I'm not going to say it correctly ever. I'm not going to say any word correctly ever. Ain't doing it. Going to read them wrong on purpose. I'm going to drink my giant coffee cup. Bam! The road to the temple is steep, and a view of the valley stretches beyond you as you ascend. To the north, the deadly hills of Espicos cast an ominous shadow, stretching toward a far-off olive grove. The old man seems quite taken with his view, and he slows down to look at it. The shadow touches those trees just at twilight, you explain, noticing his interest. Oh, excuse me, everybody, I'm sorry. The shadow touches those trees just at twilight, you explain, noticing his interest. We often use it to mark the time. It is very visible from a great distance in any direction. My name's Pancakeeas. Oh yeah. So I have heard, he replies and resumes his ascent. He's just going to have a very breath. The temple stands before you. It is clay like the homes in the village, but much taller. On its dusty walls, painted leaves fold out like open hands in green and ochre? I don't know what that word means. An attendant emerges from within, carrying a pot filled with ash from spent offerings. She bows. Wow, good job, me. She bows to both of you and continues on her way. At the threshold, you cup your hands into the votive bowl and sprinkle cleansing water over your head, that your impurities might be washed away when you stand before the gods. The old man mimics your actions awkwardly, and you enter the temple together. Though its roof is open to the sky, the altar is already in shadow, and the attendant has lit the torches. In the faint light, you can make out bowls and tripods, tiny statues and plates. A veritable trove of gifts to the gods litters the room. Some are promises, others repayments. Presiding over the lot of them is a weathered clay figure of Hansinus, 6 heads high, staring forward as though confronting a difficult path. With his right arm, he beckons. With his left, he hefts a bundle of wheat. To be in his divine presence fills you with disgust. Devotion, respect, caution, disgust. I'm going to say that Pancakeeas is, he respects the gods. He doesn't, because it says devotion, for I truly love the gods and all their works. Respect, for the gods are sacred to my people. I'm going to say respect, because Pancakeeas, he just wants he wants to protect his people. Truly, your loyalty to God is a reflection of your love you feel for your own village. That's true. Whatever his own faith, the old man regards the cluttered temple with something like, this will do. He says he places his offering on the altar, a single coin. Then, as though he has heard someone call his name, he leaves. You follow him outside to find him watching the valley, where the shadow of the hills has at last reached the olive grove. Twilight, he says, and smiles ominously. The strangeness in his voice alarms you. Suddenly, you find yourself gazing moments into the future, deep into the traveler's very heart, or impossibly far into the hills. I'm going to say impossibly far because I don't think Pancakeeas would have visions of the future. I don't think he would be able to see how people feel. I think he can just see really far. Cast your gaze into the hills. They should be too distant for even a hawk to see clearly, but when you concentrate, they appear quite close. In them, you can see a gang of raiders on horseback, dun dun dun, weaving and leaping their way down that impossible terrain, riding toward your village. Now you turn your penetrating gaze to the face of the old traveler, and underneath the power of your sight, his ruse is revealed. The whiteness in his beard is nothing but chalk dust. The lines of his face made up with powdered ash. It is all a disguise to make him seem aged and harmless. No doubt the raiders you have seen are his comrades. They have come here for the riches of your temple, where he plans to lead them. Looking down at his belt, you notice his dagger. Surely he will draw it at any moment, but he does not yet know that you have discovered him. Will you take advantage of this insight to detect or warn the sentinels? Well, before I did knock him unconscious. Yeah, I'm gonna blow the horn to alert the sentinels because, yeah, I want that'll give up my ruse immediately, but then I can deal with it. The thief, seeing that you have discovered his ruse, draws his dagger and leaps at you in a feral rage. Charge at him with my fist flying and knock the fiend unconscious. Dodge him, absorb the attack, and taunt the thief. Let me, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so dodge the attack until help comes. No. Charge at him with fist flying, knock the fiend unconscious. Yeah, we've alerted them about the threat, and we've knocked him unconscious. You plow ahead with such power that the thief was struck off his feet and rendered unconscious. The force of the attack is dulled by the decisiveness of yours. As you watch the guard ride up the hill, I make short work of the thief with his own dagger. I break the thief's neck, or I leave the unconscious thief for the judgment of the guard. We'll just leave him unconscious because you leave the immobile body of the thief untouched, but you are careful to collect his dagger in case he should remain consciousness. Your encounter is ended quickly. You still your chance to alert the sentinels with your horn. Soon they appear, along with the arch-on at the top of the hill. In silence, they regard the unconscious body of the imposter. He's a thief, you explain, and he's not alone. See for yourself. His companions ride their horses down the Espicos Hills as we speak. You look in the hills. Clouds yield dust arising. The distant riders are drawing near. Only the Tamak would be reckless enough to challenge the Espicos Hills, your father observes. We must prepare ourselves. They are no better than beasts. He turns to you. His eyes fall on the dagger in your hand. Put down that dagger. It's a thief's weapon, not a sentry's. He nods to one of the guards. A spear is placed in your free hand. Nemus and I will stay and guard the temple. I think you remain too. Pancakeeas, you go to the village and fight with the others. I will not disappoint you, father. You run down the steep incline into the village below, arriving just as the raiders emerge from the Espicos Hills. They gallop through the village. No two clad alike. Some wear breastplates of bronze and formal military helmets, others only loincloths and greaves. It takes a moment for you to realize the meaning behind it. They are wearing only what they have stolen. Dun, dun, dun! While the riders continue onward towards the temple, skirmishers brandishing weathered swords dismount off the backs of their horses, moving into the village itself. Clearly the Tamak are intent on pillaging more than just your offerings to the god. You have your father's spear in your hand, sturdy but light, and decide how you will attack the skirmishers. I pop forward with merciless thrusts, cutting my enemies to pieces. I drop the spear, and when they realize they can't hurt, no, that's dumb, because they'll just stab me and just whirl and spin the weapon. I drop the spear and pull my attackers in my grip, one by one, breaking them like twigs. You see a malicious Tamak skirmisher terrorizing a young woman at the edge of the village. Come up behind him and hug him to your chest, squeezing the head of his body with a satisfying crunching noise, a sound you feel in your very bones as his are ground to dust. Another Tamak comes behind you, delivers a blow with his sword, and is a save a comrade. This hurts you, but not as much as you thought it would. You drop the corpse and turn on the attack, who begins to beg for her life. You take her by the throat and snap her spine with your grip. Her head dangles like a sackcloth doll. Wow, Pancakeeas, you might be going a bit overboard here. Just a bit. You continue in this manner. Every sword that falls from a dead Tamak's hand is picked up by a villager, and soon your village is well armed indeed. You were uncertain whether your efforts had made a difference, but the skirmishers began sending up a strange ululation, a high-pitched cry. The riders at the temple begin to turn away from the quarry and return to the village. They are calling for help. You have turned the tide of battle! Achievement, defend your village. You have successfully defended your village. Hooray! Suddenly you hear a familiar whimper. You turn around to see a Tamak carrying your brother Pancakeeas over his shoulder, as though he were nothing more than a sack of grain. You're about to interview when a voice demands, "Put that child down." You turn around to find a girl around your own age, though she is certainly not an apprentice. She is armed only with a herding staff and wears a heavy cloak. At once you recognize her as Shara, the shepherd's daughter. She must have been drawn by the commotion. "Put that child down," repeats Shara, shaking her staff as though it was as fierce as a spear. The Tamak, a massive creature in spiked armor, seems amused by this. He walks back towards the young woman, ready to accept her challenge. "And what are you going to do to me?" he asks. "You are sure this will not end well for Shara or your brother?" You get the Tamak's attention by saying, "Stop in the name of Hansu's blasphemer." Wow, that was like a song. "Stop in the name of Hansu's. Stop in the name of Hansu's." Or we can say, "It is not what she will do that should continue to mock, but what I will do." I don't know why everything's musical. Pancakeeas, he likes a good song. "That is my brother in your arms. I beg you return him to me. Surely even you understand what you're doing are wrong." What am I doing this episode? I'm going all out. I'm bringing the series back. Bring it back from the dead. Ah! I've gone full crazy. Take one more step to mock, and you will find a spear in your back.